Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. It's Classy Reed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're returning, hey, irritating, I know, but we're gonna work on that. Okay. So I have officially made it to 6 weeks. Yes, I'm officially 6 weeks post-op. And before I get into this Q&A, I would like to just take the time to thank all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much to everyone who has shown nothing but positive love, positive feedback, just all the positive energy. I just want to say thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. You just don't know. And in this Q&A, if there's something that I missed, something that you would like to know, just please leave a comment down below and I will get to you as soon as I can. And thank you so much. I do not mind answering any questions. That's why I shared this journey. Let's get into it. So before I get started, I do want to let you know I'm going to be looking down a lot because I have everything written down. Yeah, I'm a little old school when it comes to that. So I have everything written down, and I'm going to just read the questions off of the card as I go. My first question is, why did I get a BBL? I got a BBL because I'm grown. No, I'm just kidding. But for real though, that too. But I got a BBL because of my body type. I have an athletic built body. My booty has been flat my whole life. When I say booty on flat, booty been on flat all my life. And yes, that's why I wanted to get one. I wanted to get one to try to change up my genetic makeup, which when I gain weight, it goes to my arms, my big back, my stomach. I have a muffin top. Well, I would used to get a muffin top if I gained any kind of weight. And so I was like, okay, a BBL could fix that. Lipo the areas where I gain weight, put it in the places that I don't gain weight. And yeah, we did that. But before I even got the surgery, I did love myself. I loved my body before. I always thought I was sexy and jazzy. That's something that can't be bought or made. That's a mental thing. So my confidence has always been up there when it came to my body type. I just wouldn't wear certain clothes. And some people say, oh, it looks so good on you, but I wasn't confident in it. But yes, certain clothes I would stay away from. But now I'm able to do a little more when it comes to dressing. So yeah, that's why I got it. Where did I go? I went to Miami, and the reason I wanted to go to Miami because I wanted to stay in the United States, which is safe. I felt safer than going out of the country with the language barrier, because I'm not even gonna front like I know how to speak their language, because I don't. And if something were to happen, I wanted to be somewhere where someone speaks English. When I did my research at the time, they were the only state, which was Florida, that could take out the most fat, which is 4 liters. So I wanted to go somewhere where they didn't have to limit it, because I did not want to come out looking like I went in because they couldn't go too far. Who was your doctor and how did you pick him? My doctor was Cliffton at Vixen Plastic Surgery. And I picked Dr. Cannon because he was, number one, board certified, no previous deaths, no known cases of lipo burns or infections. And I loved his markup. And I saw a lot of vlogs with dolls who had the same body type as mine or similar, and he worked wonders. And I said, if he could do that to them, he could do it for me. But yeah, he had no deaths and he was board certified. That was my number one pick. And that was the scariest thing to me when it came to this surgery, is going in and coming out alive, not having infections, because that can be deadly, and not having any lipo burns, so I can heal from the surgery. Yes, that's why I picked him. What were your stats before and after surgery? So I am 5 feet even at 181 pounds. That's what I weighed before surgery. My arms before surgery was 14 inches. After surgery, they went down to a 12. My waist before surgery was a 41. Now I just measured myself yesterday. My waist is now at a 30. My butt before surgery was a 39. Now I'm at a 45. And right after surgery, I was at a 50 when I got measured for my stage 2 Fahaj, which was that day 3 post-op. So I've lost five inches since then. And I'm soft, and my swelling has gone down from what I know. So yeah, I think I'm stuck at 45 until the fluff area comes, the fluff fairy comes, and I'm waiting on that. What was your BMI? My BMI was a 35. It was a 35 before. Yeah. But his required, like, he would go up to a 40 BMI. So yeah, mine was a 35. How long were you off work? I took 3 weeks off work, but I went back after only being 2 weeks post-op, which after my surgery, I was able to get up on my own, do a lot of stuff on my own. I had no complications. With all the compression I had to wear, the boards, the foams, the arm compression, it was just too much. Like I had shortness of breath, and then I had started to swell. But it wasn't something that was unbearable or you couldn't work through. But I just say, I wish I would have taken another week off. But it's possible to go back at 2 weeks. And I don't sit at my job, I stand. It's possible to go back at 2 weeks, but I wish I would have taken another week, because when I went back that 3rd week, I was fine after 3 weeks. It was fine. So yeah, I was off work 3 weeks, which a week was I was just there getting everything done. And then I had my surgery December 1st. I went back to work December 17th. And I was, like I said, I was able to make it through. I wasn't in any pain. It was just uncomfortable because I was so compressed. How long did you wear your boards and foams? I wore my boards and foams the first 4 weeks faithfully. I did not take them off. I wore them 24/7 faithfully. They tell you to wear those boards and foams for a reason. And I promise, once you get used to them, you're gonna get to where you need them. Because even now, I wish I would still, which I know I can, I still sleep in my boards and foams at night. Because it feels so good to my skin. Like, cause your skin is still so tender from the lipo, even at 6 weeks, it's not as bad, but it's still a little tender. And it's just, the boards and foams just give me so much relief. And plus, when you wake up and take it off, you're snatched. You're snatched. Yeah, so I wore mine faithfully for the first 4 weeks, nonstop. Only time I took it off was to bathe and get my massages. How many massages did you get? So in Miami, I received 3 massages because I was there. My surgery was December 1st. I got my first massage December 2nd. I got the next one, the 3rd, the 4th. Because the 4th, I left. I would have gotten all 5 there if I was staying there at that time, but I only got 3 there with the squeeze lady. And my massage therapist did a great job with the massage. The only thing I didn't like about her, which it was not the owner that did it, and I'm not going to mess her name up. It was not the owner. It was someone from her company, someone from her business that came. And she was late. My massage was supposed to be at 12:30. 12:30 get there, I'm waiting on her. No, nothing. And I was like, hey, are you coming? She's like, oh, yes, I'm running late. She said I'd be there between 2:30 and 3. 3 o'clock get there. I give her benefit of the doubt because, I know it is busy. I know things come up. 3 o'clock get there. I'm texting her again. Hey, what is up? That time, my patience is running thin. She was like, oh, I'm sorry, my love. I'll be there at 4 o'clock. And I was like, okay. 4 o'clock, she showed up. So that was kind of irritating right there. She did show up, and I was like on edge, and I was going to raise some sand if she didn't come then, because I'm like, I pay for these massages in full because you have to pay up front. So yeah, so I got those. She did great with the massages, but I'm so glad I did my research, because day 1, after you get your first massage, you're supposed to put on your boards and your foams, from my understanding. And the massage therapist is supposed to help you with that. She did my massages and she left. She did not tell me to put on, or, just recommend and give me information about nothing. It's like she was trying to rush to get out. She did do my 30 minutes, but she did do a great job with the massages. But if I did not know to put on my foams and my boards after my massage, I would have been screwed because she did not recommend it not one day. And I didn't say anything to her. I was waiting to see what she said. So with me doing my research, you know, because when you go in here, everybody's not going to do what they're supposed to do. So I had, you know, you have to take it upon yourself to know what should be done the proper way and what should not too. Just knowing that. But that was the only thing. But other than that, she had to open my incisions. That was the most painful thing to me with the whole massage experience. Because the massages went unbearable. They weren't unbearable at all. And I did my massages standing up. If you go and check out my BBL Journey Part 2 vlog, you'll see her doing my massages. And this might have been something new, which I wasn't going to argue with her, but she was like, oh yeah, you have to do the first 3 massages standing up because of gravity, which I've never seen or heard. She did the first 3 standing up, which it was fine because she was getting the fluids out of me, and I just wanted those fluids out of me. So she did do a great job giving me the massage, but informative, no. I don't know if she was just having a bad day with it, but no, she was not informative. But great massage. Do you like your results? And would you go for a round 2? So I don't know if I said this earlier, but prior to me getting this surgery, 3 months before my surgery, I gained 20 pounds. Something that I regret doing. I regret doing that, okay? Because this is the biggest I have ever been in my life, which is at 181. After surgery, I still weigh 180. So I now want to lose 15 pounds. I want to get down to at least 160, 165. With saying that, it made me somewhat look at myself now and wonder, okay, was it worth it? I question myself, and like they say, this whole journey is it's an up and down roller coaster. Yeah, my butt got big, my waist got a little smaller, but my back and stuff is not aligned. And with me being familiar with the gym, working out, and seeing my body change when I eat right, exercise, like my natural body, when I eat right, exercise, and do everything I'm supposed to do, I fall in love with my body the way it forms. No, my butt is not as big, but I feel as though I'm just at a state where I question, was it worth it or not? Was the couple of inches that I gained on my butt worth it? I'm just at that state. So I'll give you an answer at my 3-month mark, because they said that what I have at 3 months is what I'm gonna have. Yeah, so I do like my results, but I don't love my results because I gained too much. Like I told you earlier, when I gained weight, I gained it in my back and I gained it in my arms. He did not take a lot of fat from my arms. I do not like my arms. That's one thing I regret about this whole thing. My arms, I do not like my arm at all. He didn't take out a lot of fat. He said he don't take out a lot of, so he won't leave the sketchy look or whatever he said, but he did take out some, but not a lot. My back is big, which my waist is small, and that's my part. That's on me because I did gain weight before this, and I was scared to work out before I had surgery because I didn't want to lose the fat that he, you know, could possibly take or use. I didn't want to lose too much weight, so I slowed down on eating right and working out, which was stupid, but I did it. So yeah, right now I'm just up for that. Would I go for a round 2? No. Hell to the no. But let me say this. I do understand why people go for round 2. I do understand it completely. I understand it for the look wise, but the pain wise, I wouldn't go through this pain for nothing else. Nothing. If they say I give it to you free, I wouldn't. Well, I might do it if they give it to me free, but no. But for real, I wouldn't go through this again. I would not go through this again. Not a BBL. No, I would not go through it again. But like I said, I understand why people do go through round 2s because this is the foundation. Now, if I were to go back again, I would, baby, it'll be right where I want it to be, right where I need it to be. But I just don't want to take that chance of fibrosis and all of that scar tissue that was left behind from the first surgery. because this was my first time having any major surgery. Like, I've never been on the anesthesia or none of that. And let me say this about the anesthesia. Whew, I've seen a lot of videos where they did not say it hurt. They said the people were talking to them, the anesthesiologist was talking to them, and they just sat there, and next thing you know, they blacked out. I remember them telling me to breathe. Breathe, taking deep breaths, because it's going to burn. So I started taking slow, deep breaths, and that ish burned so bad. It felt like somebody had put fire in my veins. The next thing you know, I was out like a light. I just remember Dr. Cannon saying, "You okay, boo?" And I was like, huh? It burned so bad. But I kept control of my mind. I just kept saying, it won't last, it won't last, it won't last. But it burned so bad. It felt like somebody was pumping fire. So I don't know what they were talking about, you know, and not knocking anybody else's experience, because everyone experienced something different. But when they put me to sleep, that ish burned. It burned. How was your healing? I guess they mean about the healing process. So each day gets better. Thank God I did not suffer from any infections, any setbacks. I did not have any setbacks. No burns, no nothing. My healing process went well, like it's going well, because I'm still healing now. I just swell. The only thing that I can say is I have a short torso. So the fajas that I was buying, they did not compress my lower stomach, and I developed a seroma because I went through 3 fajas, which I'm waiting on the 4th one now. Vixen plastic surgery uses snatch body fajas. So the first one was with them. It was an XL. I wore that for a week, which it was big after my first surgery, like after my 3rd date. It was too big. So before I left Miami, which was post-op day 4, with post-op day 3, I ended up going to Pretty Girl Curves, getting a stage 2. The stage 2 fitted me fine, but a week later, I was already on the last lecture, and it was too big. So, and it was a large. So when I went to Pretty Girl Curves, I noticed them, they got the size of the one I had on, and they were like, oh yeah, snatch body fajas run bigger. They run bigger. So I went and ordered a 3rd one, which is the one I'm wearing now. It's from Snatch Body. It's a medium. I love, love, love Snatch Body's fajas. I love them. Which I'm waiting on a small from them now, because theirs don't compress the hips. Like Pretty Girl Curves, they don't compress your butt, but I felt like that the knit or whatever they have on the front, it compresses the hips a lot. But with Snatch Body, I love it because it does not compress your butt or your hips. And it just doesn't come all the way down to my lower abdomen. And I developed a seroma, which I did not get it drained. I was supposed to, but by the time I would have had an appointment for someone to do it around here, it had already did what it was gonna do. So, and I'll show you that too. But yeah, my healing has been well because I have been compressing nonstop. And let me say this too, with my 2 fajas, my first 2 fajas, I took them to a seamstress, had them take them in 2 inches at least, each one. And I didn't like getting them taken in because with the one from Pretty Girl Curve, she took in my waist, but it still was not compressing that lower stomach. And that's where, when I get my massages, they push the fluids down to your lymph nodes in the front. And that's where the seroma developed, and that's where I'm having the issue at, is that. And then my back is not being compressed properly. And I now found out that with me having arm lipo, I should have gotten the full body faja. I should have got the full body faja that compresses the arms and the back, which my massage therapist here told me. And I don't know if I told you when I was talking about the massages, but I've had a total of 10 massages. So I have my first 5, 3 there, and 7 here at home. And I'm continuing to get massages, yeah. But yeah, but my healing has been fine because, like I said, I've been compressing. I have been drinking my water. I have been feeding the fat. I've been eating so healthy. I stopped eating clean and healthy probably at about 4 weeks because my cravings started to come back. I was able to get out a little more, and it wouldn't be all bad, but I have something unhealthy in between. But other than that, I was drinking my pineapple juice, eating my salmon, eating fruits, vegetables, taking my vitamins, doing everything, water, trying to feed as much fat as I can. So yeah, my healing process has been fine with that. I have had no complications, thank God. It's been really good. Even as the pain, because this is not a painful surgery. Because that's one of my questions. How was the pain? So coming out of surgery, the pain was awful. And if you go back and look at my BBL journey vlog, part 1, it'll explain why I did not have my pain pills. So I did this all off of Tylenol PM and regular Tylenol. It can be done off Tylenol because I did it. Because the pain probably lasted right after surgery, maybe 4 hours. I give it 4 hours max. And shout out to my friend, you know who you are. After surgery, they put me in the car, in the trunk, and like I said, I stayed in Hollywood, Florida, which was 30 minutes from the surgery center, but with traffic it's an extra 30 minutes, so an hour. After we got out, I got out at 8 o'clock that morning. I did not want to go get my pain meds. I was like, just take me so I can lay down. I thought we were in the car for about 40 minutes because I was in and out, but I just remember being in so much pain, and I was like, oh, when we at home yet? We at home. And she said, oh no, we have 40 minutes before we get there. Days later, I found out it took us an hour and 30 minutes to get there because she took the wrong turn. She took the wrong turn, and so I was in that car for an hour and 40 minutes, but we finally got there safe. So I ain't knocking her for that. But I was like, how long did it take us to get here? Which I did not know because I didn't care. I just wanted to lay down. So as soon as I got to the Airbnb, I pulled out my fob, because you have to have a fob to get on and off the elevator and to get to where you need to go. I remember stepping out of the van. She was like, you want Bruce to come? I was like, no, just let me out. Just let me out. She let me out at the front. I'm walking out blind as a bat because I slung my glasses across the car because I was just like, oh, I was in so much pain. It was so bad. And I remember just walking out blind as a dog, walking into the elevator, and there was this lady on there with me, and I'm looking at her like, I wish you would say anything and just say something. And she just looking at me, and I'm looking at her. And I go in, I pop 2 Tylenol PM, drank me some orange juice, and I laid down. And it was bad as I was laying down. Like, it wasn't hurt. This whole procedure is not so much as painful, but it is so much as uncomfortable. If anything, you're going to be uncomfortable. And for the first 2 weeks, stiff. Just stiff, 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 stiff. My butt, I really didn't feel a major difference on my butt. I don't know if it's because like I said, I worked out before, so my legs and my butt was already like naturally muscular. So I didn't experience, like, I know some people like, oh, it's something extra. I still don't feel like it's nothing back there. I feel normal when it comes to that. Yeah, but the pain, the surgery is bearable, but it's just more so uncomfortable. That's it, uncomfortable. That's all I can say, uncomfortable, not painful. I did it on Tylenol, which I have a high tolerance for pain, just uncomfortable. So the grand finale is the cost. And let me say, when you planning this, you gotta get your stuff in order. Have your stuff in order because it's gonna cost you. And don't think that the surgery, and I have heard so many dolls say this, and they are not lying. They are not lying when they say, have your stuff lined up, have your business in order, because it's gonna cost you. So at the time I paid my deposit, it was in 2021. So I was actually at the end of my deposit being expired if I wouldn't have gotten it done in December. So my lipo 360 with BBL was $6,000 and an additional $600 for the arm lipo. My package did not include garments or nothing. That just included the anesthesia and the procedure. I didn't have nothing with my package. The garment, I had to pay for that when I got there, which was $150. Okay, my Airbnb was $1,200. My rental plus the gas, which it was $650, which my friend took care of that. They took care of that for me, and I was grateful for that. So I did have help with that. My massages, which I told you I had 3, they were $325, and that included the $25 per day travel fee. I had an IV infusion done. So with the $30 travel fee, plus the added iron and the post-op care infusion, it was $290. Supplies and groceries. Thankful again. One of my best friends took care of that, which that costed them, I think, around $450. That was including things such as the sheets, the doggy pads, the food that I was eating, all of that, the peroxide, the Clorox, all of that good stuff. They took care of that. The stage 2 faja at Pretty Girl Curves, I got the BBL pillow, the faja, arm garment, all of that was $300. My bills that I had to take care of so that I could recover freely. So I had already taken care of all my bills for the month of December. So I wouldn't have anything to worry about. I could recover without stressing about my bills, because that is so important. That was $2,500. So you do the math on that. Yeah, so I know it was a little, when I added it up, it was like $12,200. A little over. So yes, it is not. And the aftercare is so much more important than the actual surgery. And if you ask me, the surgery was the easy part. The aftercare is the hard part. Trying to take care of the post-op, oh my God, trying to get your massages. Make sure you drink your water. Make sure you don't sit. Making sure that, you know, everything just lined up. That was the most difficult part, to make sure everything was aligned so that you get the best results. I wish it was just a surgery and you good, but eating the right foods, compressing, drinking your water, not sitting. Those are the four key factors to me. And keeping your mind right. Before I went into this, after doing because if anybody was like me, I watch BBL journeys. I don't care how many views you got or whatever. I'm watching the journey. I'm going to like you. I'm going to subscribe, because I enjoy seeing what other people went through, because I get something out of everyone's video. But when I decided I was gonna get this surgery, I was stalking people's page. It was like, oh, she looked good, and I couldn't wait to see the try-on hauls, which I'm coming with those too. I could not wait to see the try-on hauls to see how your clothes fit. So, yes, so it is, but the aftercare is so much more important. It costs just as much as the actual surgery. So I'm going to show you my body with my clothes, with my faja on, and then I'm going to try on a dress. We'll do it like that, because I'm not putting on no jeans. I can't even fit none of my jeans. Like, all my clothes, it went, like, down. And I don't know why on video my results doesn't show as good as in person. I don't know why, because in person, my waist is smaller than what I see on my videos or a picture. So yeah, but let me show you my results. See, and this is what I mean when it's not compressing my lower, and it bunches up. Like, it bunches up so bad. It bunches up so bad, and I constantly have to pull at it. But it's not compressing here. And then my rolls on my back. So I'm gonna have to go through a skin tightening treatment to get rid of. I'm gonna have to go through a skin tightening treatment to get rid of this. But this is it, which I didn't want a lot of booty. I did not want a lot of booty. See? Yeah, like I said, I think he did a great job I just don't like my arm lipo. As you can see, it's still bruised. It looks deformed when I turn a certain way. Oh yeah, and let me show you my before pictures. Before you judge this, let me show you my before pictures and you'll see what I mean. Like this look like it's natural, which I wanted natural. I didn't want to look like I had a BBL, but if you see where he took me from this right here to this. And my faja is not compressing like I wanted to. Like it keeps bunching right there. It keeps bunching. This is it. This is it. This is it. These are my results. That's 6 weeks, which I still swell. But baby, if you saw my before and you see me now, you'll see. And I'm gonna try my dress. Now this is me with clothes on. And I don't have on a bra. But see, my clothes fit me. This is something I bought just for this day. This is my clothes. Which this is too big. But this is what it's giving. Which my clothes look really good on me now. And you see my hips, they're kind of going away. They done went down a lot. I don't know if that paint a better picture. See, I look good in my clothes now. That's the only thing. I look good in my clothes. But let's work on that. Excuse that tag. Look at that. Excuse that. See it? But you see he stitched me. It's giving. Like I can stand to lose about 10 pounds to get rid of this back. But this is me, my dress. This is me. This is it. See, my clothes look really good on me. I like the way my clothes fit now. Love, love, love the way my clothes fit on me. Like this dress is too big. It's too big. But this is it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If there's a question that I missed and you would like to know, or anything you would like to know about, please comment down below and I would be more than glad to answer respectful questions. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. And until next time, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can be notified when I post another board video. Until next time.